Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing another ThinkTool product. Now this isn't another scan tool, if many of you guys are actually thinking that, not at all. Now I know a lot of you are probably thinking I got up on my high horse and dissed ThinkTool, which wasn't the case. It was actually classed as constructive criticism, which they took positively and corrected what I actually told them. Now our job as influencers is to make sure that these devices are meeting the standards and also good to be sold to people like you. Now based on that video, they have started including a UK plug with their devices, and they are also going to be sending a new update to all ThinkTool Mini users to make their device even better than what it is today. So I actually look forward to that. But based on that last video, they have sent me all the attachments for the ThinkTool Mini. And today we're going to be reviewing the first one they sent me, which is the ThinkTool battery tester, which adds on to the ThinkTool Mini. Now this is the first one I'm going to be reviewing, and I'm going to be showing you how to set it up and how it works, and how good it works on the ThinkTool Mini. Now this will be pinned in my comments below, and it will also be linked in my description box below the video if you guys want to go and check it out or you want to buy it. So let's get onto this video and let's find out how well this thing actually works on the ThinkTool Mini.
What? Goddamn, get it done, will ya? Woo! When the blow up now, everybody's so unusual with it. Shit. But said times in his rhymes, cause his memories. We running through New York, so you know.
Okay guys, so here we are with the ThinkTool Mini tool sent to me by ThinkTool. And what we're going to go ahead and do is now connect the battery tester up to the ThinkTool Mini. I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is turn it over like that. Now if many of you guys remember, I showed you about this right here, where you unplug it and you just take the backing plate off. So if we just take the backing plate off here, off the back of the tool, we'll see right there, it does come off, and then it gives you access to that behind, which is where everything clips on, all their accessories. Now if we just open the box of the battery tester, you'll see in here we've got the tester itself, which is right there in very nice packaging. And what we're going to go ahead and do is just clip this onto here. So we're going to do that, then we'll just clip it down so it clips on. Now if you can see there, it's got lights powering up saying run, so we'll leave that like that for a second. Now in the other box, which was inside the box, we've got these right here, which are the battery cable testing cables, which you're going to attach on to the device by the pins, if you see right there. Now what you're going to want to do is make sure you put the pins in correctly, because if you can see there, there's 4 pins, so you're just going to want to move it around until it just slots straight in, which it did right there. So you just move it around until it slots in, then you're going to want to lock it up onto the device like that. And then what you're going to go to is you're going to want to just get your device out of sleep mode, and if you see there, it's now on. So now what we're going to go to do is we're going to go to battery tester, and it will detect whatever's connected to the car. Now if you can see here, it's got all different things you can run. So you can run a battery health test, you can run a start system test, charging health test, or generate a report, historical report, or you can also do a product description. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run a battery health test and find out how the battery is on this car, which is the F20, because this is an 80 amps, I believe AGM battery, still from BMW in the rear. So let's find out how good the battery is on this car. So the first thing we're going to do is pop the positive cap off so we can connect one of the cables. We'll connect the first cable right here. Then we're going to connect the other cable to the negative, which is just down here. Now once that's all connected, we're then just going to load up the device. So what we're going to do is do a battery health test. Now if you can see here, it says the on-load voltage. We're just going to click AGM flat rate. We'll click yes. Now it's going to click the voltage power, no floating electricity detected. Then we're going to leave it in China GB, so we'll click next. Then we're going to put it on 80 amps an hour. So you can select which kind of battery it is. So it's 80 amps an hour. Next, and now what it's going to do is test the battery. We're going to find out how well it can actually test it and tell us any information regarding the battery. So we'll leave it to just test. And if you can see there, it will tell you the battery's good or bad. And right now it's telling me to replace the battery as it says down there. So what we'll do is we will listen to that and we will end up probably replacing the battery. What we're going to go to is go to main menu again, because if you can see the battery capacity is 43%. So we'll go click to main menu, do another battery health test. We'll leave it as regular flooded, because you guys have probably seen this many times on my video. When I've done an AGM, it said one thing. When you do another thing, it tells you another. So if we do a regular flooded battery, and we just let it run this test again, and then we'll see no floating electricity. We'll click next, 80 amps, and it will run a test again and probably tell us that the battery is fine. This is the problem with the batteries on BM. You have to be very careful what battery it is you select and make sure you select the right one. But it's still showing replace the battery. Therefore, we're going to be replacing the battery on this car, because as you can see, the battery's power or the capacity is at 44%. Now we don't want this to end up going dead. So that's something we're going to end up doing on the channel later on, is probably changing the battery. On the F20 is showing you how to code it in and change it over, because I'm going to put it up to a higher battery than 80 amps an hour. So that goes to show you that this does work, and it works actually really, really good. Now let's see if we can just do a system test without cranking the car over. And then we're just going to click OK, because it tells us to turn it all off. So we're going to start, settings, start and charging. Now it tells you to start the engine, which we're not going to do. So we'll leave that one off. We'll do a charging health test, start the engine again. It wants you to, and then we're going to do a generator report. It wants the license plate number, so we won't do that. But if you can see here, you can see all your reports. You can do the product description as well. You can test it on the battery or on the car, whatever way. It's got a lot of information here. The product does work really, really well. And to be fair, if I'm honest with you, this being plugged up to ThinkTool saves you having to buy a battery tester, and just you can have everything on one thing. This is a diagnostics machine. If you can see here, it can become a printer. You can also have a work light, so you can see around while you're looking for the fault. For instance, a fault pops up, the work light plugs on, and you can look for it in the engine bay while keep scanning it. You've also got thermal imager, video scope, TPMS, oscilloscope as well. And then you've also got another one coming soon, but the battery tester is the first product I am reviewing of theirs. And there is a lot more to actually come and show you about how to use it. And we will be using this battery tester a lot more, because it's in easy reach, and the other handheld ones I've got ain't as great as this one. This one's actually really, really good and really accurate. And the fact that it just plugs up to the diagnostics machine, I could be doing diagnostics, might need to check the battery, and I can do it straight from this device. So there you have it, guys. This is the ThinkTool battery tester that clips on to the ThinkTool Mini, and I will link it in the description below and pin it in the comments for you guys to also go and buy it. Okay guys, so there you have it. I've just reviewed the new attachment to the ThinkTool Mini, which is the battery tester. Now, I believe these have finally been released, and ThinkTool finally released all the attachments for their devices. Now, I know there's a lot of people not even aware of ThinkTool yet, but I think a lot of people now, even garages, are going to become aware of ThinkTool, because ThinkTool are conquering the market of all these attachments they're making for one diagnostic scanner. Because it's very important about ThinkTool as well, because everything they're designing is things that people are looking for or gonna need when running diagnostics, i.e. if you're running diagnostics on OBD and there's a problem with the engine, you can use the work light while the scanner's still plugged in, bearing in mind it's wireless, to find the fault in the engine bay. If you need to run charging tests, you can do it all from the tablet you're using to run the diagnostics. If you need to do a video scope, you've also got that to check in the engine bay also. There's many, many things you can use these attachments for, with keeping it all in one device without having to change and chip and chop all different devices constantly. You can do it all with one device. So I will link this exact attachment in the description below, and also pin it to the comments for you guys to go and buy it. So I hope you guys have actually enjoyed this video, and I just want to thank Myra again for sending me all the attachments, and we've got a lot more to review. This is just one of them. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. This is BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.